Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm Luis Ortiz, and today I'm gonna go ahead and show you the Chud inspired smoked sausages. Let's go ahead and take a look at them. Juicy, smoky, plump, delicious Chud inspired sausages. Coming up. Let's go ahead and fire this thing up. We're using the Kitchenaid, what is this thing called? I don't know what it's called, man. My wife knows what it's called. But anyways, the recommended speed is supposed to be 5. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. There we go. And let's go ahead and start sending this pork down in there. Get in there. There we go. Let's add some ice to it. Matter of fact, let's raise the speed a little bit. There we go. Add some ice. The problem with having some of these smaller sausage makers is that you have to make these pieces a little bit on the smaller side, otherwise they're not gonna fit. You know what I mean? Guys, make sure that you have about this size, give or take. About this size, more or less. Especially if you're on the Kitchenaid. If you have something bigger, then obviously you can use bigger. But for me, this is gonna be the perfect size for it. Mr. Bradley Robinson, aka Chud. If you do watch this video, hey man, I hope I'm doing you proud. Alright, so let's go ahead and keep going. Alrighty guys, so I had to put on gloves. Yeah, no, I'm not a nurse or anything like that. Although I was a combat lifesaver when I was in the United States Army, but that's besides the point. So we're gonna go ahead and run this off. Generally, I don't like using gloves because I need to, at least for me, I need to feel everything that I'm doing, right? But this thing is really, really cold, so I'm gonna use gloves. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with this and run it again. Now that we have everything in here, let's go ahead and start getting it all up in these hands. There you go. Ooh, it's starting to get tacky. Okay, already? That's probably why you run it through the auger twice. You know, it just makes everything so much easier and faster. No, not yet. A little bit more. And as you do this, it feels like it's getting tighter. Remember guys, this is the first sausage deal that I make. So if we mess it up, I'm gonna blame you, Chud. Nah, I can't blame you. You are perfection, sir. There we go. Look at that. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this up. I got this casing from Amazon, guys. I couldn't find anything from my local butcher. Well, actually, we don't have a really good local butcher. They primarily cater to chicken, to beef, not so much sausages. And I asked about casings and they were like, no sir, it's not that they throw them away, it's just that they're not allowed to sell them to the public. Why? I don't know. But I guess that's their policy. But let me go ahead and lube this up. Let's go ahead and lube this up. Add water to the casing. There we go. And let's get it in here. Okay, this is a little bit easier than I expected. Years of practice, guys. So I had to preload it a little bit. So that's what we're gonna have to do with this Kitchenaid. I'm gonna have to be very careful with this. Try and get all the air out as possible. There we go. Let's go ahead and tie it off right over here. And we're gonna go ahead and tie off this end. You probably don't need this much, but I'm still relatively new to this stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and get as much as I can. Because I can remove from it, I just can't add anything back. And these are what we left with. Let's go ahead and put this in the fridge, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Now, Chud does recommend putting a nice dense log in here for cold smoking, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. Nice and dense. Outstanding. There's a snag in my boot. Temperature is at around the 170, 180 mark. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the vent just a little bit so that we can stay around the 160 range, but it's time to go ahead and put the sausage in. Alrighty, so we've got about 5 pounds worth of sausages. Let's go ahead and see where we left them in the fridge all night so that they can dry up. Get a nice smoke. Get the skin nice and firm, which is what we're looking for. This is going to be my sacrificial sausage. This is the one that I will be probing every now and then. That way, you know, so we can see what the internal temp is. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. Now this is the first batch. You can see that it's not as plump as the other one, mainly because, like I said, practice, man. That's what it's going to be. You know, that's the reality behind it. So let's go ahead and put these in here. And that ought to do it. Put it back in. And we'll check back with you guys in a bit. So for those that don't know, Chud just made it to the top 50 Texas barbecue, best barbecue joints in the whole state of Texas. That's a very huge accomplishment right there. So when I was shopping for smokers, I got myself the Lone Star Grillz. I did not anticipate seeing the Chud pit, the one that he has, and by the time that I ended up watching his video, we had already picked up our smoker and everything, and I kind of wish I could go back in time and go ahead and buy a Chud pit, right? But anyways, so I'll go ahead and put a link in the description below of his channel and check out his sausage videos. They're fantastic. He built smokers, and he used to run a restaurant, Ray and Lewis, I believe. If I got the name wrong, I'll go ahead and fix it right down here. Very popular place, top 5 if I'm not mistaken. It is hour number 2, and we are still rocking at about 165, 170, give or take. Let's go ahead and take a look-see. Now they're actually starting to look like sausages. Look at this one, guys. Look at that. Ow, 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 ow. But they're really starting to get that nice color. Okay, give me a bit and I'll flip them around and see what's up. Alrighty, and as you know, everybody likes a clean weenie. Let's go ahead and clean it up some and put it right back. Back into the smoker they go for another 2 hours and some change. I'll start probing in a bit and we'll go from there. So now it's time for them to go ahead and hit the cold bath. Let's go ahead and see what's up. Now, from my understanding, this is supposed to go ahead and shock the casing so they can shrivel up a bit, get nice and tight. Oh, feeling real good. All right. In you guys go. Boom. Boom. There we go. It'll stop the cooking process and it's going to make the skin real nice and tight. So that we can go ahead and get that snap. Now, while it does that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this pit temp up to about 275 or so, give or take. So give us a bit and we'll see what we got. Alrighty, so it's been a bit and these bad boys are done. Let's go ahead and get them out. Look at that. This is the one that I understuffed a little bit. You can see that it was wrinkly, not as plump, but you know, you live and you learn. So this is how many sausages 5 pounds will make. So it's definitely quite a bit, guys. So if you're doing 10 pounds, that's gonna be more for a party. I mean, this could be almost for a party, but let's go ahead and check it out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys. Appreciate it. So guys, this sausage is amazing. It's fantastic, as Chud says it. I'm actually pretty shocked that it came out very good. It's all due to the way that Bradley explains, or Chud, provides his instructions on how to make sausages. It's very, very good, very easy to follow. And I'll go ahead and post up his channel in the description below. Go ahead and give him a like, a subscribe. Definitely appreciate it. I don't think I would have ever gotten into sausages if it wasn't for his video. So with that said, guys, go ahead and like, subscribe, and let me know what else we can go ahead and make, and we'll go from there. See you in the next one.